turn me up a little more. Yeah, me and my friends are like blood dog.
Welcome to the podcast. Gooty got his ears pierced. What made you do that?
Impulse. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep them. I just did it just to fucking do it.
Where'd you go, Claire's?
Yeah, I was at work and we were literally leaving, and like the floor below had Claire's. My coworker was like, "I bet you don't get it. I bet you won't do it." And I was like, "What the fuck? Why not?"
For free? Like he bet you nothing?
Yeah, he didn't bet me anything.
Oh, so you're easily persuaded.
And I just did it.
No, yeah. Did it hurt?
No, but dude, like, so this girl did it, and I was kind of like messing with, like, it was just like we were just like messing around. Like it was like the place closed in like 5 minutes. So she did the first ear, this ear fine, and then the next year, dude, the little like machine they use, it got stuck in my ear.
The gun?
The gun. So like she like put it through, and like the earring wouldn't come out of the gun. So she's just hanging there, and like, bro, I was there for like 45 minutes. Like she couldn't get it out.
Wow. 45 minutes?
Yeah, bro. I was there. I got there at like 6:45. No, like closer to 7. Yeah, more like 6:55. We got there like 5 minutes before they closed. And I didn't leave there till like almost 7:40.
That part would freak me out.
I was kind of, well, she kept, yeah, I was like, I didn't hurt, but I was like, what is going on? Because she kept saying like she didn't know what to do.
Yeah. God. Did she like call her?
She had to call her boss. She called her boss, and they're on speakerphone.
Can you sue her?
No, I didn't sign any paperwork. So technically, yeah, I could.
You could sue her. Yeah.
But I'm not going to.
But just for psychological damage.
Yes.
Obviously, since there's no damage to your ears.
Yeah.
Besides the holes in them.
Yeah.
I had my ears pierced like in high school, I think, when everybody was getting them done and shit. And I still have the balls.
I think, yeah, I could still kind of see the hole.
Yeah.
Almost.
I mean, there's no hole, but you could see like the hole, but it doesn't go through anymore. But there's balls of cartilage where it used to be. So, yeah. I remember Carly did it. We stuck an apple behind my ear, put ice on, like iced it for like 2 minutes, stuck an apple behind it, and just with a regular earring, not even like a needle.
Oh, it hurt?
Yep. Yeah, it hurt.
I've pierced ears before.
I think I remember that.
Emily's.
Wait.
But you
where
pierced
was that
ears?
at?
Yeah, so you can, there's things now. It was in the parking lot of Target.
Why do I remember we were trying to pierce some?
Jimmy's, right? Jimmy's ear at the old house.
I think it was.
I think it was Jimmy's ear, or Marcus maybe, or some
I
Roman.
forget. Yeah.
But yeah, I pierced Emily's ears. But they have these devices now where it's literally like a gun, like just like how they have at Claire's or something, and you just line it up.
It's like a staple.
Press it. It's like a stapler, and then
that's what they use.
It just releases it. Yeah, it's the same thing.
But it also like sticks the earring in there, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It sticks it in there.
The shitty thing was like when you do it, you gotta pop it through, and then you gotta fucking put the earring through it too. But yeah, those guns where it's already like stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the ones that came off the gun.
Yeah.
And you have to like twirl them like every, whatever, so even hole. And then what? Crosses?
Yeah, I mean, I have them. I haven't obviously put them in yet. I don't know
Are they like long?
No.
Susie.
No, they're not long. But I have like black and silver and gold.
Oh, she just landed in her fucking poop. Damn it, Susie.
You're gonna have to clean her.
I'm gonna have to. Allie's gonna give her a bath later for sure. Then Allie likes giving her a bath.
And
I just won't
Susie?
tell her that she.
Who's Susie?
The bearded dragon. Oh
I
yeah.
don't know who Susie is.
Susie's the bearded dragon. She is in her shit right now, just staring at me.
She's like, you better clean me.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I did this on purpose, so you give me a warm bath, because she likes that shit in the tub. So the earrings, how long are they? Are they like the cross ones?
No, they're like that big.
Oh, so
not
they're the
big.
dangly ones though?
They are dangly, but they would only dangle like down to here. They're not like the big ones.
Got you.
They're small.
Okay. Well, what else is new?
I broke my hand.
Nick's broke his hand. We're getting evicted.
Skateboarding.
I'm getting evicted.
Skateboarding.
There's a
Snowboarding.
It's a fucking.
We got a foot of snow outside.
That honestly kind of put me in a bad mood when you told me that. Just because like 2 months, like fuck what?
You're not actually getting
Let's give him
evicted.
some background.
No.
Preface.
Yeah. So our landlord's a dick.
He's watching this right
he
now.
probably is
Fuck
gonna
you,
watch.
Mike.
Yeah, good for him. He can't kick us out.
Stephanopoulos.
We over the past couple years, every time we renew our lease, like end of March, early April, he's always like, keep in mind this is not furnished. Like It's furnished. Fuck. It's not newly furnished with like new appliances. It's old stuff. The carpet's nasty. The person that lived here before us for 6 years fucked the carpet, and he didn't even replace it after them. Like, they lived here for 6 years. He didn't replace the carpet before my dad and us moved in.
It was to the point though where we got a blue light and turned all the lights off and took a video of walking around the apartment or the condo and
Piss
showing
stains.
all the pee spots
Or
everywhere.
cum stains. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it was like the UV light that you check if Yeezys
Did you send it to him?
Yeah, we sent the video to him.
What did you say?
I think he said that's the next year that he said, hey, after he saw the videos, he was like, I'll get your carpet replaced for you for an extra $150 a month.
Yeah.
Or your rent will stay as is and you don't get new carpet. And that was like year one. And then the next year was like the same thing and then the same thing. And then it's been that, decision, that option for the past like 5 years. But apparently this morning, my dad got an email from the landlord saying, you have 2 options and you have 2 months to decide. And option 1 is I get the carpets cleaned for you guys for $150 extra in rent monthly, which is fucking ridiculous. Professional carpet cleaning for a whole house. I'm going to be very like, I don't know. I'm going to go over here. I know that, but I would say $500 at most to do a whole house.
That's not even like, we have so much shit in this house. Like,
Mhm.
you have to take it all out,
Right.
and then they fucking clean it all or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd just be a pain in the ass.
So that's option 1. So that's an extra, whatever, $1,300 for the year, I think, in total for rent.
Yeah.
And then option 2 is replacing the carpet completely, but our rent will go up $300 a month if he does that. We're already paying like around 2, and nothing is new. Like the appliances, this was built in 2004, these townhouses, and they're the original appliances that the house was built with. They're like fucking yellowed fridges. They were white before. It's just fucked. And the guy said, like, because of prices increasing in the area, these are our options, but
Yeah, it
it's
sucks.
fucking stupid.
Shitty situation.
Yeah.
2 months. We have till March 29th.
To
or
decide.
27th.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it is February 2nd.
You guys are getting evicted.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. Yeah. And the thing is, like, Allie and I have barely talked about it, but like, we're not ready. We're not in the position to buy a damn house.
Right.
So, I don't know. Gotta find like a cheap shitter apartment, or I don't know. You can move in. We'll charge you the additional $150 a month. It would be times 2.
I think Maggie and Finley need to start paying some rent.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Where would you go?
Right
this
here.
This is the office.
I would sleep on this couch.
We would get a Murphy bed or something. It would be your room. It would have to be if you were paying like a cut of it.
I mean, that's pretty cheap for me to live
We
here.
could move the podcast downstairs.
That'd be
That's
sick.
true.
That would be sick.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's a bigger area.
I'd have to put the closet
And the
doors back up
couch.
for you.
The couch is
You can leave Susie
big
in here.
couch.
Mm. Yeah, but you need closet space for your stuff.
Yeah, but where would you put all your stuff?
I mean, I don't ever sit at the damn table. I'd probably move my office to like right there where the table's at in that corner
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
off the
Do that,
kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ideas.
Wait, how much would I be paying?
All right. 150, that was like what it would be added on if we went with just getting the carpets cleaned. But what if we said like $300 plus you like the split of utilities?
That's fucking low.
I know, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
he doesn't have.
I mean, yeah, he's getting a little tinier. You get your own bed and bathroom too, though. Probably.
It's the guest bathroom, like shared. But yeah, it has a
There's 3 bedrooms.
It would be kind of
3
fun,
baths.
to be
3-bed,
honest.
3 full bath.
It's
Yeah.
definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
I don't. That's up to you because you pay more than I do, and this is just because you have this office space.
Oh, it'd be coming out of my cut.
I don't know. That's
Like he'd be paying me.
right. I mean, I don't know. There's so much shit to think about, and like the 150 more a month. Would you just split that by 3 then? Like I don't know. There's a bunch of shit to think about. But
Yeah.
this is like your space. That's what I'm saying. Like there's nothing of mine that's really being touched if
Right.
you moved in here.
Well, I would have my gaming setup right next to you.
No space. Fuck
What-
you. Actually, you could if he ever goes through that black dresser and gets rid of all his shit.
Yeah.
That'd be kind
That's a perfect spot.
That'd be kind of dope.
That'd be kind of dope. Have LANs every night.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you could just stay down there, and I'll keep this the way it is.
You
I
could
would.
sleep on the couch.
Honestly, I would. That's
Actually, you could make that into a bed. That
could.
couch.
You literally could.
Yeah.
All right, just pay us $150 a month then, and you can come and go as you please and sleep whenever you want, wherever you want. But we leave everything as is, and we give you closet space.
That's fine. I don't care.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know if
150
you're
is-
actually considering that or not.
150 is very cheap if you were being serious. It'd be
I
like
mean,
300.
then we could go like 250, and then since he's downstairs with me,
Well,
we get the
no.
money taken out of mine.
No, but like the split on the utilities and the internet and shit too.
Yeah, that's big because then it's split by thirds.
I mean, if you guys,
and that's not that much utilities wise. I mean, the only one that's that expensive is electric. It's 160 a month, but split between three, that's 450.
It's probably gonna go up $40
Five?
if he fucking sets up a.
That's true. You're gaming.
that's true. That's all I do is just play video games.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
something to
We'll
think
talk about
we
it.
can
That sounds
seriously
kind of fun though.
Consider it though. Yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool actually. Yeah.
Then you're not as close to your, like what we were talking about earlier, because you don't want to be so close to your parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that sounds cool. It would be fun actually. It'd be real fun. But yeah, we'll talk about it off the pod. Nick broke his damn hand.
Yeah.
We think.
Side effects after going snowboarding.
So since the snowboarding accident, which you guys heard about,
Right. So the pain was originally in my wrist, and then since then it kind of went away from my wrist, and then ever since I like any type of pushing, not really pulling or grasping, like pushing, it's fucking excruciating pain in my hand. So I went to the doctor. She like kind of did her little checkup, and she doesn't think that any like is broken like laterally, like it's like snapped, but she said she feels an indent in one of my metacarpals, and it's like almost dislodged in a way. And she said if it's like that, you would need surgery.
metacarpal, that's a knuckle.
Metacarpals are right here.
Oh. But you would
yes,
need surgery?
if that's what she thinks. She's like, but you need an x-ray to be sure about that. And she's like, you can do that whenever you want on your own leisure. She's like, but if you want, take 2 Advil a day, ice it as much as you can, and then just go from there.
Surgery?
Right. So I would need an x-ray. I could do that at my own leisure. She said just take a couple days, 2-3 days, and use Advil or ibuprofen, ice as much as you can. If it helps, then great. Then you probably don't need an x-ray because it went away. But if not, then definitely get an x-ray, and you may need surgery on your hand.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, so I'll explain the story too. I hadn't been to the gym in 2 weeks, and I wanted to start going again. And I started with bench press, and I did my warm up, stretched, and then I usually just throw the bench up alone without any weights on there, just to like kind of get my muscles warmed up. Just picking up the bar alone, I couldn't even. Like, I immediately pain shot into my hand. I couldn't even move my arm down or like my hand down to go to my chest because I was in so much pain.
Shit.
With just the bar, 45 pounds. And granted, I can bench a decent amount of weight. So, like, I'm not saying, you know what I mean? But, like,
More than Gooty?
oh, shit,
No.
ton more. What can you bench, Gooty?
No, you bench more than me.
So when else does it hurt? Like when you do what other activities?
Well, my job, I pick up a lot of boxes. So I put some strain on there, and she recommended getting one of those kind of wraps or whatever that have that steel back plate.
It keeps it like
So I can't flex my,
right.
anytime I do any sort of flexion with my hand, that's when it hurts. But yeah, that's where we're at.
You should go. I'm obsessed lately with watching those TikTok or Instagram reel videos of the chiropractors, the pops, the
Mhm.
noises. Dude, I get stuck in for like hours. I'll look at that. Like the one guy, pretty good looking girls that he does it to, and I
Oh,
know
yeah.
he posts those ones for a reason. But I wonder, like, no, it's not like it's if it's
It's not
dislodged.
like
Can't you
that.
like?
No, see, it's not. That's what I asked. It's not like dislocated,
Oh,
like a joint would be, like your shoulder joint or something like that.
okay.
She said it's a different type of fracture in your bone that's not like a normal broken bone would be. It's not the same movement. Said if it's like sideways, it's not good. Yeah.
So when are you going to get the X-ray?
I'm gonna do Advil and ice for a couple of days, and if I feel better, if I can
Yep.
push things and not no pain, and
But
like so doing this and just putting force, this hurts. This is in pain right now.
So it's been how long since
10
it happened
days.
though? So what's Advil and Ice gonna do at this point?
I don't know.
If it hasn't gotten better.
That was also my question. She said, "Well, you've never done it, so you never know."
Yes.
The ice could help a lot.
Inflammation, heat too, right?
She said no heat. I asked about that because usually they say 15 on, 15 off, and then heat or whatever. So it's, you know.
Yeah, but
And she said no heat.
fucking TikTok doctors, man.
I don't know.
I saw it on TikTok that you're not supposed to ice injuries. You're supposed to put heat on them.
I think it matters on what type of injury.
That's a good point.
I'm no doctor though.
Wow, that's fucked.
What about Valentine's Day? It's coming up. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, Super Bowl is the day before, so it kind of fucks every guy over because, like, how can you commit to both things?
Wait, Valentine's Day is on a Monday?
Yeah.
How can you commit?
I think I'm gonna go to Mizzou and watch Super Bowl.
Doing something on Valentine's Day is so overrated. I think personally, like it's so busy everywhere you go. Like,
I think a dinner or lunch is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck Valentine's Day.
nah, but like,
You don't have a fucking girl.
bro, it's what is it?
If there's any girls out there that want to date me,
Here's your application right now.
I need-
6,
I need a Valentine.
5'9", Mexican.
6'2", 190 pounds of pure muscle. Body fat percentage is about 3%.
Yeah.
3%. He's peeled.
Ethiopian.
He's absolutely peeled.
I'm peeled. I drive a Jeep.
And he's scared to drive in the snow.
I have,
Past trauma.
yeah, actually I do, but that's not the reason I drive slow. If I crash, I'll just be depressed.
Mm.
He's got the hookup with shoes. You ever want to, girls like shoes.
Yeah, but
What do you mean?
bro, I don't like when people be trying to get free shit though. You know?
No.
I don't be doing that
I'm just
shit.
saying, like, if you're into shoes, like, he could hook you up with a nice pair. I'm not saying hook up free. I'm saying, like, he could get you access. You know what I mean?
For sure.
A lot of those shoes you can't just fucking go on Sneaker or Finish Line and buy. You can't at all, actually. I mean, you can go on Goat, but
True. That's very true.
anyways.
But yeah,
No plans as of now, though.
no gifts. No gift. They might listen.
I got gift.
They might listen.
I didn't get her anything.
Wow.
I'll get her a box of chocolates.
I got a gift. I didn't get anything for Christmas for her, really. Couple things.
That's good.
No, I mean,
I
I got
could
her.
have swore I saw like 30 different boxes
Where?
in black.
That was like 3 years ago, no?
I don't know.
No, I got her a Smushmallow
I've never heard that
dragon do
the
that.
dragon be so active.
Yeah,
She's never usually.
because she's shit, so she's like all cleared out. She's active. Dude, I should just well, if she didn't just shit herself, I could just set her here for the whole fucking podcast.
It's not on her skin.
Oh,
I would take her out.
gosh, she loves to be out. That's what she wants right now, is to be taken out.
Will she bite you?
No.
Bro, I had a bearded dragon and it got out of a cage and it just ran all over the
See,
place.
now I got the coolest view. Susie's here.
Susie is here.
She's fat.
She's healthy.
Yeah.
She's healthy for a dragon. Yeah. I mean, she eats a salad every day and then worms on Friday. That's what they're supposed to be doing. She's
So that's like Allie takes care of that?
no, I feed her and everything, but Allie, I never take her out. Allie likes to.
I don't like reptiles.
Really?
Dude, they're
these
weird.
are cool.
Those are dogs of reptile. Of
I
the
know,
reptile
but like
world.
Yeah.
they're just like
I
they're
think
just
cats. They just sit around all day.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, okay, Maggie is.
don't like snakes, don't like spiders. Turtles
No,
are
dude.
alright.
Turtles, tortoise.
tortoises.
If they weren't so fucking smelly, and
yeah.
you need like a big pen
Mhm.
for them. That'd be cool though. Yeah.
We had a huge one in my basement and then
I
we
remember that.
had a bearded dragon in there and
Mhm.
it died.
You had a tortoise?
We had a bearded dragon, but we had a
Oh.
turtle in there too. I don't know what happened to the turtle.
Didn't you have like 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember in the fish tank.
We had a huge like little I don't even know where it came from. It just like almost looked like my grandpa built it or something, but it was like you could fit a human in there.
A tank? The tank?
Like it was like a big like enclosure, but it had like a big like water area. I don't know. It's one of the turtles that can live on land and water.
right.
Whatever that one is.
Yeah, slider turtles or some shit.
Yeah.
I've had turtles.
But they smell terribly.
I fucking hate those turtles. Eventually let them go. I found them.
Let 'em go.
Yep. Well,
How'd
I
you let 'em
found
go?
them in the lake by the ridge.
So you didn't find them, they were at their house.
Yes,
They
I
were
took
at their
them
home.
from their ecosystem. I was
You
so
dickhead.
excited to save up. I bought 3 bala sharks for my fish tank. They get a foot long, and they weren't expensive. But I was like, 12 or 13 or some shit. So I saved up and I went to the pet store and I bought 3 sharks, and they look like actual sharks but just miniature. And then like 3 weeks later, I found the turtles and I was like, oh shit, I can put them in the tank. Put them in the tank. Next day, no sharks. Done. Gone.
Turtles
Dead.
ate the sharks.
Turtles ate the sharks. Goodbye, turtles.
And goodbye fucking upstairs carpeting, because the cage, what even happened? Like, he flooded the fucking upstairs.
Yep. The tank had a leak in it. And yeah, it came through the garage. Luckily, my room was above the garage.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a good part.
If it wasn't, then, you know, there would have been a lot more damage. But we didn't actually have to do anything for that.
We were like 12 years old.
Well, no,
so-
not. We got lucky. Like, we just, you know, vacuumed, or no, whatever. We put the humidifiers in there. Somebody came, checked it out, and there was no mold or anything. So we just ran the humidifier for like days. And like every day at the end of the day, the humidifier, like half-gallon tank, was full of water. So it was just sucking it out of the air and out of the carpet. But yeah, it was kind of cool for a while having a big fish tank. Why were we talking about that? Oh, because you had turtles.
Yeah.
Turtles and sharks.
I just said I didn't like reptiles.
Okay.
I remember those sharks though. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, they do, because they looked like mini, like, not great whites, but like mini, like typical shark. Fish are pretty cool.
Probably.
They're just easy to take care of.
Yeah, I would never get like a big fish tank again, but you know those like ones that you don't have to do shit for, and they're like the little glow tanks or something, or a beta fish. Pretty cool.
Imagine being a beta fish. They don't do much.
Beta.
Yeah, it's so boring.
You just sit there.
Yeah.
Or being a goldfish in a globe
Yeah.
tank.
I had one of those. Well,
Do
I had
they
a
know-
beta, but in just a little tank.
Do they know better though? I mean, they were born probably in the same thing.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Pedophiles.
We're gonna get into the links now then. Yeah.
So why did we pick this article?
Well, I don't
I
remember.
think it's an interesting topic.
No, it is. But I read it, and I mean,
Okay, so the topic is, it's about pedophiles, pedophilia. I watched a documentary a couple months ago about this psychologist that studied a group of people on the internet that were pedophiles, but they had never acted on it. So like they had never, I don't know, they were called like virtuous pedophiles or some shit they called themselves. So they were studying them and like interviewing these guys, and they were saying that yes, we're attracted to young kids, but we're not.
but they never act on
But
it.
they've never acted on it. And so something came up like last week. Susie's jumping everywhere. She's on the chair. Oh gosh. You gonna put her away?
All right,
Back
well,
in the tank? Oh. Something came up last week and I forget what it was, but I was starting to talk about it again with Allie's family, and I looked up some links and I found it, and it's a debated topic, not a lot because people don't want to talk about it. It's a touchy subject, but are pedophiles born or made? Just off the rip, what do you think? Are they made from childhood,
no,
like
I think they're born. It's like
abusive?
I think they're
or-
born.
I would think born.
Okay, because the argument, I agree, they can also be made.
Yeah,
too,
they
right?
could definitely be made.
From abusive. So it's both. And apparently, according to this one article, the psychologist says that, and a lot of them agree that it's both. It's both nature and nurture. But my like argument in like favor of us saying born is that people say you're gay, you're born gay, right?
Yeah.
So if you can have that attraction to men and be born with it, or if you argue that like you were, you know, biological boy, but like you're a girl from birth, like just the way your genes are and everything, and then you become trans or whatever, the same thing could be said for your attraction to kids, which is fucked. And that's not me defending pedophiles in any way, but it's true. So like if somebody just had shit luck and was born into that, but they never act on it ever, it's still fucking weird, right? Obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, I don't know. It's a weird fucking thing to think about, man.
Yeah, but okay, so
Tell me, Goody.
No. So I was just okay. That's kind of weird because I was this is like I'm thinking about like the what is it like the transgenders, right? Like
Right.
I don't want to say that. That kind of sounded bad, but like transgender people, like like when you go from girl to boy, or whatever.
Oh,
But so like I saw something on CNN or like some news anchor. It was on TikTok, but this mom came on. And you saw that, right?
It's like the guy who I think I know who you're talking about. It's like the same guy who always
But
does
the
the
girl,
interviews.
no, that was different. This is like on the actual news. Are you talking about the guy that does like YouTube videos and he sits down and he was like, yeah. Well, I've seen those, but there was like some mom that came on and said her daughter at 4 years old told her mom that she wanted to be a boy. And so they went ahead and like transferred her over to a boy. But like at 4 years old, and then the news anchor was like, at 4 years old, my kid didn't know like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Or like what
I
do you,
saw that. Yeah.
that doesn't make sense to me. Like that's obvious. And he said, he's like, you just wanted her to be a boy.
Because that's what you wanted.
Yeah, it's what you
Right,
wanted,
it's not
and you
what
told
she
her that. I was
wanted.
like, there's no way, even if you're 8 years old, there's no way.
You can make a reasonable, logical.
It's like because you're playing with GI Joes
yeah.
instead of dolls. Like I don't understand that.
Dude, super recently, you guys have heard of Jordan Peterson?
Yes.
Highly controversial guy, right?
What?
He was just talking about that on a podcast, and he said, and he's a psychologist, he's smart, he studies all that shit. He said that kids need to, it's super important for them to, say they're a 3, 4, 5-year-old kid, a boy, and he's hanging out with like his two sisters and maybe one of their friends, and like they're a couple years older, and they're dressing him up in a dress, and they're all laughing, and he doesn't look upset. Apparently that is crucial. And same thing with girls when they start to do boy things. Like in your childhood, if your parents don't let that happen, it could negatively impact them to thinking that they need that experience to feel a different way, to know that they don't like that. Fuck, I don't know if that makes sense. So you know how people say like I'm transgender?
Yeah.
He's saying that it's probably because when they were younger, they never had a chance to experiment. Not sexually, but just like playing dress up with your sisters, or if you're a girl playing with G.I. Joes or whatever. So I guess that's imperative to their like growth, because they've already done the experimenting. But now older adults that never went through that when they were younger, now they're experimenting. But people think that means that they're trans or whatever, but pretty weird take. So let your kids do. That was his point. It was like let your kids fuck around, and that's how they figure out what they like.
Yeah, it's also just letting the parents just have to like be a little more, just let the kids do what they want.
Right, yeah. If you see your son, that's actually what it was that happened. His son was playing with, like, dress up with girls.
I just still think that, I mean, I don't know.
I would be like, hey, fuck it, do your thing, man. He said as long as nobody's getting hurt, everybody's laughing, like they're happy and having fun, let it go, let it play out, let it run its course. So, but I could see how for some fathers, maybe mothers too, they'd be like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're a boy.
I just think it's a kid, and they don't really know any better.
Right.
I've done that before.
Me too. My aunt dressed me up.
Marissa and her friends dressed me up as a girl. I fucking hated it.
That's how you know. Now you don't.
Yeah.
See, if you never went through that,
it was all funny. It was all games and laughing.
if you never went through that, then you might be dressing up as a girl now to test it out.
I'm good.
That's his point. But yeah,
Yeah,
you're good
I know,
because
yeah.
you know you hated it.
Yeah, I'm good.
That was his point. So I don't know. Just goes to show you like how important even the small little things are when you're a parent. Back to the pedophiles thing. A lot of pedophiles have been abused, like badly abused, and somehow it creates. Have you guys ever seen the Netflix thing about the dude with like 32 different personalities that raped girls?
No.
I think it's called Billy Madison. Watch it whenever you get a chance. But it's about, this type of thing too. But yeah, I was just curious to see what you guys thought about that. Pedophilia.
Yeah, I don't
Obviously,
know.
fuck that,
Nick doesn't have much to say about it.
No, it's interesting for sure. I mean, we kind of went off a little bit from the main like topic of this article, but I don't know. Like, it's so weird to think about. Even just thinking about it is just it's just weird.
I know. Because when
So what is like the actual definition of pedophilia? Is it just like wanting to play, or is it because that's like like sexual assault, child pornography, or like there's so much different subcategories. It's just like liking other like little children. Is that the definition?
If you scroll down, it says in there like pedophilia is not the same thing as like being a child molester.
Yeah,
Right.
pedophilia is a child molester is somebody that was a pedophile and acted on it, I think. Let's see.
It's right there.
Where does it say it? Oh, according to Dr. Cantor, pedophilia is often confused with child molestation, and this is a misconception important to break down. While pedophilia has to do with what people are attracted to, like a sexual orientation, child molestation involves abusing a child for sexual pleasure. So it's like, apparently, according to this and a lot of other psychologists, it's like being bisexual, or it's like maybe somebody's attracted to little people, or, I mean, obviously these things aren't as common, but if you say that people are born gay, or you're born this way or born that way, you have to say the same thing about this, I think. But it's weird to say that because it kind of sounds like you're making it okay. It's not. As long as they don't act on it. It's not okay if they act on it, obviously. It's fucked.
Interesting topic.
A man can be a pedophile and not be a child molester. This means he's attracted to children, but he doesn't act on his urges.
That still seems so fucked up, though.
It is, right? Because
That's fucked.
like, you know, if
You want to do it.
right, and you know, like, if these people probably don't really have friends, because if they found that out, like, I couldn't hang out with you knowing that you want to fuck the kids that are walking to the school bus, you know, that we see every day out the window.
That's weird.
Exactly.
I just want to have like some intimate relationship with them.
Oh, that's what it's called. Okay, so if you're listening and you want to watch the documentary that I originally watched about the group of people, it's called Virtuous Pedophile. So that's the documentary. I think it's a YouTube documentary, and it's
by Ethan Edwards.
Yeah, it's about a group of virtuous pedophiles. That's what they labeled themselves, who admit that they're attracted to kids, but they don't act on it. So check it out if you want to. It's really interesting.
Tom Brady.
The GOAT.
Moving on to the next one.
The GOAT.
So sad.
Right.
Too early.
You think so? How old is he now? 47?
44.
44. So obviously, in my personal opinion, and I don't watch that much football, he probably could have kept going, right?
Well, he threw for over 5,000 passing yards and had...
In this year?
Yeah, this
I think
year.
he had 39
He had
touchdowns.
the most passing yards this year.
So he's not done.
And he will fit... No, he's done.
Well, I know, but he
Didn't
need
have to be, though. No. And he's going to be placed either first or second, probably second in the MVP voting for the regular season.
Who's first?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Cooper Kupp.
I thought he was the wide receiver.
Cooper, it's not really like... It used to be a lot more so, the MVP award, the trophy. But now it's like a quarterback award. Like the past couple of years, that's all people have been getting it.
What? The MVP?
MVP is more just like a quarterback thing.
Man, it's crazy.
It's kind of sad because like Cooper Kupp should get it, or Jonathan Taylor, like, but it's just quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, he's the fuck, man. Like, he's had a crazy run.
So yeah,
People are upset though.
Well,
New England fans.
right. So he posted like a 9-page thing on his Instagram, like thanking every single person from the Bucs administration. Not one word about Patriots fans, their fan base, coaches, Belichick, Patriots in general.
Right.
Not one.
Well, they said he's going to sign a one-day contract and retire there and then thank them.
They
That's what-
said that.
Portnoy said that.
But then, like, reports are coming out saying that what was going to happen. Hasn't happened yet.
If it does, that makes sense.
I mean, it will.
But I don't know if he's going to because he didn't like... I don't think he liked being in fucking New England.
I
Yeah,
think
sure, he won a lot of
Belichick,
champions.
Him
but-
and Kraft didn't get along.
Right. Did you see how happy he was in the fucking Tampa? Bro, he was making videos with Gronk with his fucking feet in a little child's pool.
How many years did he play for Tampa?
Tampa 2. He won
How-
one championship in 2 years.
How good were they before that?
Not good.
So that
Not good. And they had decent people.
that just shows you how powerful he is as a player on the team, like as a leader.
Right.
And now they're gonna go back to being terrible.
You think so?
Yeah, because
Well,
they
it's
might
just-
get Jimmy Garoppolo. That's talks.
It's just quarterback is just such a hard position to replace. Like
Yeah, it
Tom
is.
Brady, it's like
He's the best.
yeah, it's like you go from Tom Brady to Jimmy Garoppolo, you probably lose 3 or 4 wins.
Garoppolo's
More
from
than
here.
that.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah,
He
he
went
is
to
from here.
Eastern.
Yeah, he has records at Eastern for
Yeah.
QB. Interesting debate though is like because of obviously he's the greatest of all time at least for football. A lot of people like to say Lawrence Taylor. You know who Lawrence Taylor is, right? But could be one of the most accomplished American athletes we've ever had. Okay, so just to name a couple for you guys: Michael Jordan,
Okay.
Muhammad Ali,
Okay.
Tiger Woods, Serena Williams. I
But-
mean, you can go off and name Messi, right? Ronaldo.
They're not
I think,
American.
I think I know. I said you can go off, but those all were American.
Yeah.
But how do you compare different
I
sports
think
like that?
Brady,
Tiger Woods.
I feel like it goes off
just like
LeBron.
yeah, LeBron. But like it's Michael. You take Mike like
Yeah,
legacy
I'm
wise.
taking Jordan over LeBron, but I'm just saying.
I'm not even saying like stat wise. I'm just saying like legacy wise and what they did. Jordan is Jordan. But that's like Tom Brady. He's the greatest of all time.
What about Tiger Woods would be like the same shit.
Tiger Woods, the same thing. A lot of people like to compare him to Jack Nicklaus, but I think Tiger did more for the game of golf than Jack Nicklaus did,
Yeah.
personally.
So, fast forward 20 years.
Conor McGregor.
Could yeah.
I mean, not like
Yeah, I mean yeah, but yeah. But I think if you go that route, you go like Floyd Mayweather because, you know.
So 20 years from now, Brady, the brand,
Right.
Brady.
$100 for a t-shirt. Yeah.
TB12.
Is he gonna come out with shoes? You think and stuff?
He's already got something.
He just released a new breathable thing. It looks pretty cool. Breathable
So,
long sleeve.
You
He's
know
gonna do so much stuff. I mean,
how big is it going to be? Like Jordan?
no.
You never know though, because it's right now. Jordan started that shit like what 20 years ago.
You know, I just don't know what he would come out with. Clothes just are not.
I don't
as-
think anybody will ever be able to replicate what Jordan did with shoes and what was the guy who just passed away?
Virgil.
Off-White, Virgil.
It's
What
a
he was
little
able to
different
do.
because like basketball, you can wear the same shoes that they have. Everybody can wear them, the ones that they wore in the games. But for like Brady, if he made like cleats, a lot of football players would probably wear them, but you have to play football to wear them. you
Right,
know?
that's the difference.
So
too,
yeah, it's just a smaller like demographic.
and I mean, he'll definitely probably sell a lot of his clothing, but it's just not going to be the same as Jordan's shoes.
No.
It's not the
But I'm
same.
sure he'll like. I don't even know. He'll probably do he'll probably become like. I feel like most really good players like Drew Brees is gonna become like an anchor, or like go on ESPN and talk on those shows and stuff.
Well, he
you know what I
already
mean?
is.
Who?
Drew Brees.
That's what I'm saying. Like
He's
that's
an
what's
analyst.
gonna. And Peyton Manning does like the Monday night thing with Eli. Like Tom
Dude,
Brady's gonna do something.
Controversial.
What do you mean?
Romo.
Not a lot of people like that.
Why?
Tony Romo's he's good though.
No, he's not.
He's
He
good.
knows
He is
exactly.
terrible.
Bro, Eli. All right, hold on.
He knows
Eli,
exactly what's gonna happen before it happens.
Oh, that's like
Eli and Peyton Manning have. That's the.
it's
that-
funny.
yeah, it's so much better than the normal one. So much better.
It's funny because of the guest that they bring on, but it's just not like, I don't know, the quality, the cutouts. There's so many
No.
like connection issues with the
I mean, they're
whole
also
Monday night.
I guess.
If
I
they
don't know.
fixed all of it, it'd be great. Because I loved watching it too when they had they had Tom Brady come on during one of the games. They had Marshawn Lynch, Snoop Dogg, like so many people.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see
The
that.
Rock, like all these people.
Yeah, The Rock.
Yeah,
So it's
I mean,
cool
I
to
don't
see.
know.
But Tony Romo's a fucking bum. He's an idiot.
Is he?
Nobody likes him in the analyst fucking doing that. Yet he makes $20 million.
Let me guess,
a
you
year.
like Joe Buck.
Oh
I
my
hate Joe.
god.
I like Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman's cool.
All the announcers suck.
dude.
no. Joe
They-
Buck stares at his forehead all day. Troy Aikman's a good.
They make so much money.
So much
Analyst.
money.
Wait, did you? What he he stares at his forehead? What the hell does that mean?
It's just no.
He just looks
I
up.
don't even know what that means.
no.
Oh.
But Troy Aikman's good. He's gonna get bought out by Amazon.
What?
Yeah,
To do
dude,
what?
Amazon's gonna buy out like basically like the rights to watch NFL games.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to have Amazon
Crazy.
Prime to watch
Crazy.
NFL games? That is crazy. So
Oh.
it won't be on TV anymore.
Something really, really big that we can talk about too is Brian Flores. Do you see what happened?
Yeah, we did. I did.
He's suing the NFL.
Who's that?
3 teams.
He was a coach for the Dolphins for 3 years.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, I
was just saying. I mean,
Yeah,
I know what
no.
happened, but you could talk about
He was
it.
a coach. He did exceptionally well too when he was a coach of the Dolphins. I think he had a winning record
He
overall.
went 24 and
close.
25 or 26.
Okay.
So he didn't have a winning record, but the first year they were like rebuilding completely. Like it was
Right.
bad.
Okay.
And he went in and like they did pretty well. I think they went like 7-9 or something. Like it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no. So for historic,
But he is black.
so historically, there has been 17 black head coaches, or no, I think it's in general head coaches. No, it's just head coaches. Sorry, 17 head coaches in NFL history.
Okay.
So it's a big deal when you talk about like facts and the numbers. So
Right.
it's clear that the NFL has been around for a long time, and there's a lot of NFL owners, team owners, don't select black candidates as their head coaches.
But we don't. What?
And this is why
We
he
don't
brought
know.
it up, is because, for one, he's trying to look for a new head coaching job right now, and he had offers from several different people, and one of the places was the New York Giants, and he came out and said that, they had already given the job to somebody else, yet they were giving him a second interview to check off a box saying that they interviewed a person of color, right? But they had already given the job to somebody else. So that was one of his claims. It had happened again 2 years ago while he was trying to get the head coaching job in Denver, and then they gave it to Vic Fangio. And then the biggest thing though of this whole Brian Flores thing, in his years in Miami with the Dolphins, the owner of the NFL team told him that he would give him $100,000 for every game he intentionally lost so they could get better draft picks. And if that's true, that's probably one of the most historic things that'll ever happen in the NFL. It's crazy. Like it doesn't happen. It happens in baseball sometimes a lot, and basketball. They've done that. But that guy will definitely not be the owner of that team anymore.
Wait, you
if
were
that
just
comes
talking
as true.
about the losing, right, on purpose?
Yeah.
And then did you see what else too? They said that the owner of the Dolphins invited him on a yacht, and like Flores was basically, or like Flores. So like there's like the tampering rule, where like a certain time where like you're not allowed to talk to players.
Right.
And the owner of the Dolphins was like trying to get Flores to talk to. They didn't name the quarterback. I'm assuming it was probably Deshaun Watson. But they were trying to get him to talk to his quarterback to try to find a way or a deal to get him on the team because they wanted to upgraded it.
Brian wanted Deshaun.
Yeah, but Brian kept telling him like, no, I can't. I'm not going to tamper with the rules. So the owner of the Dolphins invited him on his yacht, and then once they got on the yacht, they were having lunch, and the owner was, I forget the owner's name, but he's like, by the way, so and so is in the marina. He's gonna come on the boat and have lunch with us.
Mhm.
And Flores is like, no, I'm leaving. And so after that, they never got along. And then it almost sounds like Brian Flores was kind of blackmailed, and they said he was kind of left out of like all the decision making, and like they made him out. They basically tried like saying he was like the problem of the team, like the cancer of the team, and that was like the rumors too. Like, oh, Brian Flores. I think that's why some teams didn't want him, because they were saying like,
Right.
like he wasn't able to handle, his coaching staff. Like there was a lot of fighting. Like he was a bad coach and like stuff like that.
And that whole thing is two-sided because other people will say the exact opposite about him. There's specific people on the Dolphins staff, including the owner, obviously, that'll say he was a terrible person to deal with. He was a terrible coach. He didn't know what he was talking about. But then there's people that'll vouch for him, like black and white. Like it's completely different. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
And also, I was just gonna say it's called the Rooney Rule. It's where it was originally introduced in 2003, but they said as of last year, every team has to interview at least 2 external minority candidates for open head coaching positions, and at least 1 candidate for a coordinator job.
So it's to
So
give
it's like,
people
yeah.
of color the benefit of the doubt.
I don't agree with
It's-
that. You're gonna pick the person who's most qualified for the position,
Right.
But
right.
what if there are no minorities that apply?
But the point is that they never do, ever.
They never
It's
do. What?
always been white males.
Okay. So
And no, I 100% agree.
2021,
I 100% agree.
white population in the United States 76.3%, black population 13.4%. Think about those differences. There's probably
Okay, hold on.
50% of the population is white males.
Okay, you can't just do population. Do football. think about how many black people are football players there are compared to white people. It's a lot different.
There's a fuck ton more black football players.
Right.
So why are
So
we
why
saying
isn't
they're
it-
discriminated against?
You see how that looks though?
But why?
It's a bunch of white billionaires that own companies, and just it's like black people are their laborers.
that get paid bajillions of dollars.
Okay, right. Well, actually, I mean, it depends what you play, but yes,
League minimum is probably a shit ton.
it's crazy just to think that there's only been 17 head coaches ever in the NFL, black, that are black.
If you're an owner, I can't really imagine that. Like, if there were two people equally, or say there was a black guy and a white guy, you pick the guy that's going to make you win. You're a fucking owner of a team.
You'd think, but there's already been like facts that have pointed to they choose the white guy over the person of color because they don't want him.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
could-
just
I could see
facts.
that. Yeah, I mean,
And
it's messed
it
up.
sucks, right?
Okay, so
So you want to choose the person most qualified for the job.
well, we have the
You-
Bears just hired a African American GM.
But that's the good thing too. I mean, not good thing, but like for the Chicago Bears, they've always like
That's what they
they've
said
always
about the owner.
diversified their rosters
Yeah,
and their management,
okay,
so which is good.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here. If you own a team, you can choose. It's up to you. You have
No, yeah, I
the
agree.
right to choose whoever you want to pick.
yeah, but you can't.
Just like if you own a business, you could hire whoever you want.
The thing that was thrown off about this article is so Bill Belichick texted Brian Flores. Bill Belichick's the coach of the New England Patriots.
Right? Why did he text him?
He texted him basically saying, so the coach that just got hired for New York Giants, his name is Brian Dable. Double, but they're both named Brian. So
Okay.
Belichick thought he was texting that guy who just got hired, or like the announcement was coming. So Belichick already knew about this.
So he texted the wrong person.
So he texted the wrong person saying like, "Hey, congrats, blah blah, like I'm like congrats on going to New York."
Okay.
And Brian Flores texted back like, "You could probably find the screenshot."
It was I haven't. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But my interview is not until
Thursday,
Tuesday or
or-
whatever
yeah.
the fucking date was.
He's like, "Have you heard something I haven't heard?" And he's like, "Yeah, I heard that you were leaving Buffalo and going to New York." And then Brian texted back. He's like, "Hey Bill, like what do you say? Like no
Are you-
offense or
Yeah. No. Are you thinking? Do you know that you're texting Brian Flores and not Brian Daboll? Because he knew that he was also going for the job.
But the reason that's evidence is because before Brian Flores even
Bill
went
knew.
into his interview, Bill already knew that
Belichick.
the Giants were going to hire him.
Yeah. Belichick already knew that Daboll got the job.
Yeah.
Yet they were still trying to, and this is what he's trying to say, is they were still trying to have him come. So it looks like they're still
And then they
trying
were
to
just going
interview
to cross
him
it
for
off the
position.
list and basically say like, "Oh, we interviewed him."
We interviewed a black person.
And then, but there's also not just on top of you have to interview two people, but if you Google it, I'm pretty sure they get like compensation for it. Like they get like a draft pick or something for interviewing African Americans or minorities for certain positions, which I think is messed up. And I think African Americans, like minorities, like even I think they disagree with that too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they
Yeah.
probably don't want to think like, oh, they're going to hire me just so they get this draft pick or something. You know what I mean?
But
But
there's other coaches right now too that say the same exact thing
Yeah.
that he's saying. It's just nobody ever does anything. And
Well-
there's people in the league right now like Leslie Frazier, phenomenal coach, right? And he should be offered a head coaching job somewhere. And there's one more too.
Byron Leftwich,
and the guy that was going for the Bears but didn't get it. The Detroit Lions.
Jim Caldwell.
But
He was already a head coach before.
he was a head coach before. But same thing though. It's the same thing.
I mean, okay, so the other Brian that apparently already had the job,
Daboll.
if the contract is not signed, technically there's no wrong.
That's what they're gonna find out though.
He could just say
Well,
that,
yeah,
you know,
they're-
I heard they were leaning to go that way. They didn't sign the contract yet. Maybe they were going to hear something from the other Brian that changed their decision.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
that's an
I
easy
did
thing
see like it
to
was
win in
like
court. It sounds like
it was like, you know, it's good to have a backup plan.
right.
But here's a crazy part of it too, though, is that Roger Goodell, it's like he put in the Rooney Rule, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of people think that he wants it to be like that. He wants it to be better. He wants there to be change, and he wants more people of color to be managers and coaches. But it's the owners of the teams ultimately who have the decision of what that comes down to. But it's like he means to do well. He wants change, but there's not much he can do.
Is it, or is it just make it worse? I mean, is it just like getting, black coaches hopes up, how do you go in an interview thinking like they're serious about you then?
Yeah.
But who's a better coach, Brian or Brian? Which one? Black or white?
You can't.
They're both
even-
good coaches.
But and the thing about him doing this too is that he'll probably never have a head coaching job ever again in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Well, he
So
can go
but he
coach
know
college, right?
he knew that, but he just he's so passionate about it because he loves the game of football that he wants there to be change for other people.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, it's interesting. We'll see how it
plays
plays out. Yeah.
That was
Bold
weird.
story.
It just came out, I think, yesterday.
It was 2 days ago, yesterday
yeah.
too.
Well, all right. Well, we'll see.
So
what
there's a
happens,
lot
man.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, congrats to the GOAT,
Yeah.
Brady.
Yeah, we didn't really even talk about that much.
It's okay.
BLM missing millions of donation money and the leaders are MIA. I
Yeah.
found out where the money went. Is that what?
Did you?
Yeah.
Can you?
You're right here. They bought a mansion in Canada.
They bought multiple properties,
Mm-hmm.
multiple $1 million properties, investment properties.
Wait, so
So, over the past couple of years, obviously BLM has been getting flooded with donations, and I think I mentioned this last podcast when
Yeah.
you asked the question about that in the city, whatever. They reportedly, does it say the number that they're missing?
6.3 in cash.
No, that's what they paid for that.
Oh.
They're just Google like amount of donations that BLM. Okay, 66 million.
Jesus.
Okay, so Makani Themba and Monifa told the newspaper that they didn't know who was managing the group's more than $66 million windfall from Thousands Currents, a nonprofit that managed its donations. Thousands Currents transferred the cash to BLM GNF in October 2020 when it broke with the group, according to the public filings. So they basically they didn't know where millions of dollars went from donations, right? Turns out the heads of whoever had control of that bought one $6.3 million place in Canada and like several other properties across the United States, and
They don't get in trouble for it?
They will now, I think.
But the one in Canada, they really can't do anything, can they?
I think they could still, because just like they can get them on just the basis of stealing the money. You know?
Well, I mean, how dumb do you have to be?
How fucked is that? How fucked is that, man? I mean, come on. That's so terrible. Like you're using that whole situation to benefit yourself.
So that's why you say it's a scam, right?
Exactly.
It's kind of sad because there are people that are really like passionate about that movement,
And they could have,
and they're trying to
put
like
the money
make a change, or
right.
I mean, they are making a change, but you know what I mean, like
but they could have used that,
exactly
money
for
to,
more stuff.
better local communities, education in black neighborhoods.
I mean, that's what it's
schools.
for.
Exactly.
And then they get greedy and take the money and try to. I mean, they are.
This happened once before too. Somebody and they caught them. Somebody had a GoFundMe, and they got fucking sued for all of it and more so when they had jail time.
Really?
Yeah, I'll try.
I mean, it's illegal.
It happens all the time. There's
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
scams all the time on GoFundMe's.
But it was a big one. I'm talking about. I'll try and
Okay.
find it.
Yeah, man, it's just so sad to. That's why I said there's two sides of BLM. There's the people that want to take advantage of the situation, and then there's people that talk about BLM that actually do want to see change. And that's going to be with everything. There's always going to be people that take advantage of situations, but it just, I don't know, man, that's a lot of money. That's shitty to hear. It's fucking sad.
Oh yeah, this was it. It was $400,000. The GoFundMe was for a homeless veteran, and he didn't give any of the money to a homeless veteran. He just took it all for him and his ex-girlfriend.
But he probably didn't get caught. He didn't get in trouble because
He did.
Really?
It's he pleaded guilty in court. See.
Can you click?
I wonder what he get charged for.
5-year term
I don't know.
in state prison.
I don't know what what it's called when you do that, but there's got to be like a
Treason?
treason. No, I don't think.
I just like that word.
These were the 3 people. That's the veteran, I think. Or maybe this one.
Wait, the veteran went to jail too?
No. Oh. They just might have his picture up.
Man,
That's the ex-girlfriend, though.
shitty fucking people.
Well,
That's
I mean,
so
they
shitty.
see all that money, bro, and they just think they could I mean, that's life changing money.
Yeah. 400,000, like obviously that's a lot, but 66 million.
That's a lot.
I just saw this article that we were just talking about.
Which one?
It says ex-NFL coach says Bill Belichick's text was humiliating.
Yeah, it's a headline.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not Bill's fault.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd think. I think I was reading it the wrong way. As like he was congratulating him in a way.
He was,
Right, yeah.
but he didn't. He just thought he was texting the other Brian. Just a mistake.
Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, well,
Well, yeah, BLM leaders that stole the money. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys.
Dude, look at this fucking amount of hair from Maggie.
I know.
All right, what's next? Whoopi?
TikTok.
Oh no, let's skip Whoopi for now and go to the TikTok one.
I heard something, and I was stunned. Yesterday I heard that at least one of our schools in our town has in one of the unisex bathrooms, a litter box for the kids that identify as cats. I know what's going on nationwide. I know it is. It's part of the agenda that's being pushed. I don't even want to understand it. But I think that people need to be aware of it because I am really upset as a parent.
Bro, there's a school in Michigan that has a fucking litter box in their bathroom for the kids that identify as cats. And
For
teachers get in trouble if they don't meow back to cats.
Wait, what?
Not kidding.
Okay, like
I don't want to say it's funny, because like
It's
obviously
fucking stupid.
it's stupid as fuck. But like, hey, you identify as a cat. There's your fucking. They're a cat.
no.
Okay.
What do you mean? They think they're a cat.
Like,
That's what
no.
they identify as.
No.
How do cats use the fucking bathroom?
No shot, dude.
What do you? I'm just saying they identify as. a cat.
I know, but like,
You know what I mean?
It doesn't make sense.
It shouldn't be allowed, I don't think.
So you're saying it's stupid that the students are doing that?
I think it's
obviously it's not.
How do you?
I don't know. That's tough.
You're in middle school and you want to identify as a cat forever?
This is different than playing in a fucking dress. Like this is a
Yeah, that's
different
what
type of
I'm saying. Like,
fucking
how does that even
fantasy. Like,
happen?
I don't know.
fuck, man. Like if I had a kid, you're not a fucking cat, right?
I
If you
mean,
want to experiment, you know, you like, you know, what gender you prefer, or type of person, but you're not a fucking animal, right? I'm not a fish, just because I want to be. Like, at some point, it's gone too far when schools are putting litter boxes in the bathrooms.
Oh, schools are doing
Yeah.
that, or students?
No, schools.
This is a parent speaking to the school board in
Okay.
Michigan,
That's fucked up.
saying that it's
See,
fucked up. That
I
they
was
have 'em.
saying it's like I don't want to say it's funny because I thought students were
No,
doing it.
the
Okay,
school
see,
did
that
it.
makes more sense. That's fucked up.
Wait, how do we know that the teachers have to meow back to the kids?
That I haven't seen a video for, but I saw people talking about it. If you want to give it a Google, go ahead. I mean, just
Bro, what?
Probably hard to find. He wants to lay on you.
I don't know. I just heard that, you know, it's kind of similar to like the pronoun thing. Like teachers get in trouble if they don't call the kids the right pronouns. And it's similar to that, you know, if they're not meowing back.
I just think that's kind of weird.
It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah, what are you even supposed to do in a situation like that? You see, let's just say you're walking in the park. You see somebody that looks like a girl, talks like a girl, walks like whatever, like a girl, and you say, "Hi, girl, what's up?" or whatever. Actually, I identify as they them.
You say nothing and walk away.
Hopefully, I never have to encounter that.
Just what would you do?
I would just feel awkward.
Like what?
I don't care
how do you
about.
respond
Like,
to
I
that?
don't.
I'll just say, oh, sorry, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, it's all you can say. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you can't expect, we've talked about it before, you can't push it on other people to call you
Right.
stuff.
But what I know, but what the hell is they like? What is they them?
I don't think
What are they
know.
trying to identify
I feel
as?
like that. When did that start? I feel like it did.
Are they trying to say they're not a boy or girl? They're just
Yeah, it's
they're
like they don't classify as a gender. Basically,
their birth certificate says otherwise.
I agree. But at the same time, it's like
And their chromosomes.
I'm never going to be like mean to anyone about it as long as they're not like disrespectful to me.
But they say gender is fluid, but it's not. Gender's like male, female, but your sexual orientation could technically be fluid. I think, like, you can like boys and then like girls and then like boys again. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I that's definitely
Right, but that I don't get the pronoun thing either. I don't get it. I don't know.
what is the word for that when you like both?
bisexual?
Bisexual, yeah.
Or there's probably
That's completely normal. I feel like a lot of people.
there's probably
There's a lot of people that do that.
there's probably a new word for that now. I thought she was gonna eat her shit. There's a lot of words that I don't know, like the meanings too. There's a lot of stuff like that. I don't know.
Interesting.
We got one more link, but I just thought about something.
Not a link. It just says Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, I know because I want to watch the clip of what she said,
Oh.
and then I'll debate in my own head if I want to bring up this last other thing besides this. You guys hear about the Whoopi Goldberg thing?
I don't even know who that is.
All right, so Whoopi Goldberg made a statement on The View, which is a ridiculous show where a bunch of ladies talk about
Oh, I
completely
know her.
fucking bullshit. So she said, she was talking about the Holocaust, the Holocaust, Hitler, and everything, and she said that it wasn't racially motivated. I believe, pretty sure. So effective immediately, I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful comments.
Oh, I just brought this up last podcast, remember?
Huh?
When I said, like, God put Hitler on the earth because the Jews were bad in the first place. Do you remember when I said that?
Yeah, but
This-
try to get a quote of what she said, because I want to see if it does go along with what you're talking about.
It's not about race, it's about man's inhumanity to man.
That's what she said.
That's what it's about. The minute you turn into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't matter if you're black or white because black, white, Jews, everybody.
That literally goes against her whole stance of like racism and everything.
On today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man.
So her whole stance and view on this show is like white supremacy and racism. So if she's saying that means she believes that if somebody's racist, that it's not about race, it's about man's being able to hate another person. But that just debunks her whole fucking stance on, I don't know.
I don't know why she would say that.
It's a weird thing to say.
I'm trying to think about it. Like, it's like,
Like what it means that she said.
yeah, wait, what is it? What is
See,
the word she used again?
It was about race because it was one race that was killed.
Inhumanity.
I mean, what is it?
Inhumane?
Or not
Is
even
that-
to sound like it's Jew, but it's technically being Jewish. Isn't that like, is that a race or like a religion?
I think it
I think it's a race.
Jewish.
Jewish is a race. Just like you're American, that's a race. You're Nigerian, that's a race.
I need to Google
The
it just to make
religion
sure.
that Jews, it's like Christianity,
I think it is
From
Christianity,
Jerusalem.
yeah.
I think. Or no, not Christianity. Fucking Jews. Hanukkah. What is that?
We're so uneducated.
Why? Just fucking look it up.
I think he's already on it, that's why I didn't do it.
What religion are Jewish people?
Judaism.
Judaism,
Judaism.
which is another version of
Judaism. Sorry, Judaism.
which I thought was
It's rooted from
Christianity.
Christianity.
Yeah. Okay. But it's more so that like it's Jerusalem focused. That's like okay. So,
Yeah, so it's like the Jewish people. So yeah, I mean, okay.
but okay, yeah. Whoopi.
I mean, yeah, but didn't Hitler want all the Jews to be dead?
All of them.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that's the whole point of everything he did. So she's an idiot.
Right.
Because it was about race. If that's
Genghis
the case,
Khan,
it wasn't.
If she said it about Genghis Khan, that would be true because he killed fucking any race.
But you know what I'm saying? Like if Hitler didn't care if it was Jewish or just a German, he would have just killed anyone.
Right. He wasn't going after solely Americans.
No.
Like not until the war or whatever, whatever
Yeah.
that. But he was trying to get rid of all Jews.
Yeah.
So, here's a little quick tip about her too. Do you know her real name? It's like Karen something. And Goldberg is a Jewish last name. So she like took on this, stage name, movie name, actor name, whatever. And she made up Whoopi Goldberg. And it's just weird coincidence that she said this about Jewish people technically, and her last name that she chose for her stage name is Goldberg, which is a traditionally Jewish last name. But it's weird. Did you know that that wasn't her name? I thought that was her normal born as name.
Yeah, I did too.
But it's like Karen something.
What
Um,
were you debating about?
It's a big topic, but we could talk about it for a quick second if you want to. So it's about like, how like fucking girls totally different. This is totally off topic from what we're talking about, but girls like free the nipple and shit,
Sure.
and like how like why can't I show my boobs, but guys can post a
Right.
and like why is it sexual? Why is like looking at a girl's butt, like why is a butt sexual? Because everybody has them. Why are boobs sexual? Everybody has nipples and shit. The reason why is because like genetically over time, like when you were in hundreds of years ago, if a guy wanted a wife, they would look at the girls that look like they're more childbearing, right? Big boobs, big waist. That means like they're fit to carry a child. God, I was gonna bring up something else, but I don't want to talk about it. It's fucked. So yeah, if I think of a better way to articulate it, I'll put it in the next topic.
So what was the point of talking about that?
The point of it is like, when people say, why does it matter?
Why is it okay for guys to show their chest when girls can't?
Or
right?
like, yeah, or like when a girl posts a scandalous picture on Instagram, like, why are they sexualized? Why are women sexualized this way? And it's like, that's just the way it's been for years.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
And
I feel like girls get hated on a lot more than guys would.
boobs are
Okay, but-
associated with that. So it is sexual.
Boobs are sexual, right? But the boobs on a male,
but-
the breasts on a male are
Yeah.
not the same. It's not like you walking around with your fucking penis out.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. I was thinking like if you're at the beach and this girl shows, just not even like a picture of her butt, it's just like, like just a picture of her, and a guy takes a picture with his shirt off and he has abs. What's the difference between the two?
Abs aren't sexual. Girls have abs. Everybody has abs.
Yeah, but do you not think girls find abs attractive?
Some guys think girls.
What
have
I'm saying is
abs
like
that
I
are
feel like
attractive.
girls like even just in general, I don't know, I'm just thinking that
Oh, you're-
when girls post a bikini pic, more girls are gonna be like, oh my god, like why would she post that? Whereas a guy does it and it's like, whatever.
Okay, would you ever see a guy post his dick on social, like on Instagram? Because that's what you're saying, right?
But I don't feel like
boobs.
I don't feel like
boobs.
I don't feel like
that's
boobs.
sexual.
I don't feel like boobs and your penis are like the same though.
But
In my opinion, it's a little different.
I'm just saying the way genetically that we are that way, that women are generally like looked at that way is because back in the day, that's what they wanted. No, like it's in your genes deep down that when you see a girl with big breasts or a big butt or big hips, that like there's that instinct comes back from your genes like way, way back in the day where you're like, this girl is ready to have a family, ready to have a child. So that's why like they're sexualized. I don't know. It's fucking. I had a better way to talk about it, but I'll think about it and I'll put it in the next one. We can talk about double standards and shit.
Okay.
Girls get in everywhere free, and
That is also true.
we can talk about the gender gap in the pay, which has been apparently debunked.
I heard about that too.
Yeah. The glass ceiling. But we'll end it there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, or rate us on Spotify. Feedback, comments. Yeah, thank you. See ya.
Oh wait. Did you end it?
no.
Never mind. I'm just kidding. They plan to launch a whopping 52 flights in 2022. So that'd be the most ever.
That's weekly.
The last record was 31 launches.
Yeah, but you're correct. That's weekly besides 2 weeks. 54 weeks in a year. So you were correct.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
not just kidding.
Just not kidding.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Turn me up a little more. Yeah, me and my